Alright mate, welcome back to another YouTube video. Alright, I probably shouldn't swear in the first 8 seconds. We're gonna give it a try today. It's udyr week, man. It's not udyr week because we're doing 2 videos a day, so it's more like udyr 2.5 days. 2.5 days of udyr, and then we forget about him again until he releases. Wow! Yeah, I want to go with something a little bit more memey this time. I'm thinking like maybe like something AP, something maybe like a little Gnasher's Tooth, something maybe like a little bit of lich bane, something like a maybe, but I haven't really decided what the mythic's gonna be, but it could be Rift Maker, it could be Night Harvest. I think Night Harvest is ass probably, to be honest, but could be, I mean, could be Pro Belt. I'm not like opposed to it. Could be Everfrost. It could be a lot of things. We can see what happens. I'm gonna do another AP build as well, but I'd like to do it in a game that's different. We're invading apparently. And apparently it worked. What the hell was going on? This is just custom games, man. Ross, can you do Dan Giesen like you did Northernline for a league through? Yeah, sure, man. I like Dan. Honestly, I think like League of Legends is like entirely up Dan's alleyway. The guy like spent like 3,000 attempts trying to kill Millennia. So like, I honestly think that League of Legends is gonna be a walk in the park. Except like Millennia doesn't tell you to kill yourself like when you fight her. So I guess maybe it's slightly different than League of Legends, but nevertheless. I don't know what to do, whether or not like I just go for like hardcore farm it up or make an attempt to actually do some ganks. Time for some psycho, no? Dude, it's always psycho time. It's like the saying, like it's 5 PM somewhere, except like it's always time to participate in capitalism and then buy a goddamn t-shirt. That's what it is. And you can't prove me wrong, right? Times are tough, man. And I'm not saying like a little bit of retail therapy is going to solve any or all your problems, but like, can't hurt, right? You may as well give it. If you haven't tried it, you may as well give it a shot. Think of him in ARAM, it's so him. I mean, it's kind of zany, you're not wrong. I feel like NL would have like some words to say if Dan started, because he said that like League of Legends is like Tarkov, where like people, his friends that get into playing and streaming League of Legends end up streaming for like 16 hours a day and lose like 80% of their viewership. And I'm like, that's kind of true. Kind of true. Not incorrect. Let's head to Rift. Not Rift, Skullcrap. I win that. Bozo. We win this! Okay, I was actually going to stop, but I'm moving. Pussy. Oh, nothing. Nothing. I did not see anything. Maisie's asleep. You gotta stop me somehow, chat. I don't think League of Legends has the same draw that it had nowadays. I think like if anybody does a video of League of Legends, it's like, yo guys, remember this game is still around? Man, that shit is crazy. I did honestly like. I think when we were playing like Fortnite, doing like the Jinx skins and stuff like that, dude. I swear, man. Like, I swear, if I recall, I had like a 10-year-old ask me like, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I make YouTube videos. And they're like, on what? And I'm like, oh, I play video games. Oh, what games? You play Fortnite? And I'm like, nah, man, League of Legends. And they're like, what the hell is that? And I'm like, okay, you're kind of true, man. Kind of true. I don't think like Zoomers know what Fortnite, not what League of Legends is, man. When I was in Japan, I met like a guy called Hiroke. And he was super nice, and he was like, I was like, what do you do, man? And he was like, I say, we had a conversation in Japanese, and when I say we had a conversation in Japanese, I meant, I said something into Google Translate, and went, yeah, and he went, there you go, and I went, he was an investment day trader. He was a day trader. And I was like, that sounds stressful, and he said, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I make League of Legends videos, and I know that it's called like Roru in Japan, so he was like, what game? And I said Roru, and he went, oh, okay, and he didn't look too, it was a weird reaction, and I was like, oh, I asked him like, do you know what it is, or have you played it? And he was like, no, I've never played it, no, and I was like, ah, okay, do you have friends that play it? And he was like, yeah, and then he said that they're all losers, and I was like, okay, true. Kinda based, okay, man. Kinda based, man. It is like not popular in that country at all. But that being said, like a lot, honestly, I think it should change, man. But like, here's the thing. At least in that neck of the woods, work, like computer equals work, and like if you spend time on a computer after work, like it's like cringe and you're a loser. So people play on like console and they play on mobile, but they don't ever tend to play like on an actual like PC. It was I had a couple of conversations with people in Tokyo with me, obviously like when you're out having a drink, but in the before time of course, and people ask you what you do. You would be shocked how many people were like, whenever I mentioned that because like they're interested at first because they're like, oh, that's an like obviously like a lot like they like speaking to foreigners and stuff because they like practicing English or what have you, but at first they're like, oh, that's actually an interesting job, this might be an interesting conversation, and then I see League of Legends and they go, okay. So anyway, here's Silhouette by Canaboon. 異性の出踏み込むぐらい僕らは何もまだ知らぬ. They didn't do that at all. I did put it on in a bar though once. They asked what song I'd like and I was like, put on Canaboon Silhouette, and they're like, you got it, partner. I can't do Cruel Angel's Thesis. I could do maybe my throat is not there, right? I can maybe do I'm gonna wake Maisie up. Hope you're happy. Unfortunately, you get the same reaction in the States too. There's more PC gamers in the States, right? There's gotta be. It's not nearly as seen as a complete degenerate act as it is in Japan, I would say. Thunderstruck. You know, I should tell the story again just for the people that weren't here, because I told the story at like 9 AM on like a Monday morning, maybe even like 7 AM on a Monday morning. And it's in an ARAM video, so there's people will probably, maybe, hopefully, please watch the udyr videos. If this goes on YouTube, you're already watching it, so I've got you, so you must listen to this tangent. I went to a anime convention, not on my own volition, obviously, at the weekend, and it was not like a hostage situation, but I was a guest there, and it was really cool. And I did like a panel with a TikTok star, and I say TikTok star, I mean like she has like 4.6 million people on TikTok. Like she absolutely do be spitting that clout. You know what I'm saying, brother. She is clouted up to the goddamn nines. It's actually insane how clouted up she is. That, I mean, that works for me. I don't really care. But yeah, so like we did this panel and it's on a stage, and I use the stage, like I use the word stage like quite liberally because it was more just like a half a foot off the ground thing. Maybe like 8 seconds before I went on stage, I turned to the sound guy and I was like, can you cue Thunderstruck by AC/DC? And I didn't expect anything out of him, but then like 8 seconds later, it starts playing, man, the Thunderstruck intro, and I'm like, holy crap. So I start running down the aisle. In between, like, I'm like twice the age of like the average person in this audience, man. There's like 11-year-olds and there's like shitloads of 11-year-olds. I'm like, I'm going down the aisle, and then like halfway down the aisle, I was like, holy crap, this is like the lamest thing I've ever done in my entire. I was like, this is so not the audience for this, man. I was like, holy crap, dude. Oh my god, this is a bad idea, because I'm like, there's a very solid possibility that people are not like, he's joking. They might actually think I'm like, this is awesome. And I kind of maybe hoped that it would be awesome, but it like wasn't awesome like at all, man. It was so fucking bad, dude. And yeah, that was it, man. And I was just like, and like Maisie and Cammy, my editor, were in the audience, and they were just like, yeah, that was pretty sick. And I was like, I don't know if it went down that way, man, to be quite honest with you. It was it was one of those moments where I'm like, I'm gonna be awake at like 2 AM one night trying to get to sleep, and I'm gonna remember that moment, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, that happened. And you know what? There was a lot of people filming as well. Not me. They were filming the girl. It was like, there was a lot of people filming everything she was doing and saying. And there is every single possibility that there is a video on TikTok floating around of some asshole running on stage at an anime convention to Thunderstruck by AC/DC. Although I don't know if they would know the song. Like, I don't know if they know what Thunderstruck is as a song. It's an interesting one for sure. I'm not fucking scared of you, bozo. Ooh, maybe I am. Top lane's not looking great. It was tough, man. It was tough, dude. You had the balls to do it. True. That being said, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And it never has a truer word been spoken. Like, it's Dude, it was so bad. And here's the thing, man. Like, like, as far as like advice is concerned, I would consider myself not like a tough love person, but like I like certainly was like raised on tough love, and like that's what I'm used to. But like I think like realistic advice is like good advice. So like one of the questions we were asked at the Q&A was, do you have any advice for people starting out making TikToks and YouTube videos and Twitch streams? And she was like, she gave like the PR answer, which is honestly like a fair answer to give, and it was like, just do what you enjoy, like be yourself, and like that's being yourself is the best thing you can do. And I was like, and then I picked up the mic for it and I just said fail. And then I was like, yeah, like fail 100 times, because like the only way to get good at this is to like make 100 bad videos when nobody is watching, and then by the time you've made a bunch of bad videos, you will eventually know how to make a good video. And then by the time you've made that good video, that people will be watching, and like that's honestly, like, don't be afraid to fail. Like, you need to fail if you want to learn. You learn so much more from a bad video than you do from a good one, you know? And I said that, and I thought, like, I honestly, I say it to people all the time, and I think it's good advice. It's solid advice, and it doesn't even just apply to, like, YouTube. I think it applies to, like, every facet of life. Like, you should not be scared of failing, because you only get better at something by doing it badly first. Maybe not heart surgery or brain surgery. Maybe you practice on a cadaver first. But, you know, I'm not saying fail 100 times at heart surgery or something, but still, like, I think it's solid advice. And then I said that, and I was like, I think this is a good answer. And then the person who was MCing, who was doing, not MCing like, yeah, not like she wasn't like Eminem Rap God, but the person hosting the Q&A, she was like, she paused for a second, looked at me, and then she went, but yeah, you should make sure you're having a good time doing it then. And I was like, that wasn't a question. That wasn't implied in the question. You asked how you should what you should do when you're starting out, and I assumed that the implication was you're trying to make a career out of it. You know? Like, yeah, but it's not like all easy. Like, we can't all just be famous by dancing on TikTok. Some people like have to, like, I don't know, man, like program like a robot that, like, I don't know, like one of oh my god, one of oh, what's his name? He makes like robots and shit, Michael something. You have to make like a robot that jacks you off or something and put it on YouTube. And that takes like hundreds and hundreds of hours to do. Not everybody gets like the lottery, man. Michael Reeves, that's it, brother. That's it. Why did I? It's 3 AM. I'm sorry, I blanked on that one. And I like Michael Reeves. I can't believe I blanked on that one. Yeah, we can't all just get away with, like, you know, doing hot girl shit or something, like doing hot guy shit, being thirst traps on TikTok. Some people have to like do crazy stuff. They have to invent a slow cooker that sucks your cock. So yeah, you're gonna have to put in some crazy effort sometimes. You're gonna have to put in a lot of effort, man. That's the way it goes. You gotta niche down to blow up. That's it, that's it. Anyway, just cut, man. Honestly, seriously, just be bad. For God's sake, man. It's honestly, it's like the only advice I would give. I don't care like what you're doing. You could be doing like real doll, blow up, sex doll reviews on YouTube, and I honestly couldn't give a rat's ass. But like, I'm gonna be honest, man, your first sex doll review is probably not gonna be that good. Like, your audio is gonna be clapped, and like the dick, like your dick's got like weird lighting on it or something. It looks like you got like ET's dick or something going on. Like, it's just gonna be horrible, man. It's gonna be horrendous. This is gonna sound controversial, but like, I think being hot as a job is actually like infinitely harder than it looks. I think like people, like hot guys on TikToks are just like thirst traps for teenage girls. Like, I'm gonna be honest, man, like it honestly seems to be like a talent, because like I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter that's just like some like insano level marketing that's just like, can I be your Pokeball monster hunter in Valorant? And then it's just a picture of like a guy like just going, you know? And I'm like, what the f? And it's like showing up on my timeline, and it's just like, you're interested in gaming. And I'm like, shit, you're right. I am interested in gaming. I like this. You know what? You know what? Yeah. You know what? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Holy crap, man. This guy's a genius. This guy's a marketing genius. TikTok is at its core like 68% thirst traps. Like, I say that like TikTok has like 2 modes, and it's like horny and sad. Sometimes both at the same time. But like they are for whatever reason. I don't know like what they got to be sad about, to be honest with you. That being said, like I definitely thought I was sad when I was a kid. I'm like, man, my fucking mom took my fucking Xbox, bitch. Some real problematic shit that, you know, definitely warrants like me burning the goddamn house over, man. Oh no, mom said I had to come off of Halo 3 at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. dude. God, I hate TikTok. I think TikTok is good, but it's not necessarily for like your, like I think like you have like the surf, it's like the iceberg meme, right? They have like the normie level stuff, and then there's just like layers and layers down, because it's like the biggest like mobile platform for viewing video content. And also now that you can get like videos on it that are slightly longer, there's some actual dynamite content on there, but you have to like look for it. There's plenty of people that only make TikTok content, and they have like here's like what's great: interesting people in professions that you have no actual concept of what that profession does, and then it's just videos of them telling you what they do and then doing their job, you know? And I'm just like, holy crap, man, I never knew like how to like what the like I don't know, man, like beekeeper for instance. I'm like, holy crap, man, that's a lot of bees. This woman is literally covered in bees right now, but like, damn, I didn't know this. I mean, I assumed that being covered in bees was kind of part of the job of being oh my god, what is the actual professional name for a beekeeper? Something airy. Somebody in chat, please. Somebody with an actual IQ of an apiarist. Yes, something. I knew it was an A. I knew it was an A noise or something like that. Yeah, but yeah, we can't deny that, like, honestly, like, some of that shit slaps. I have to be honest. I know, maybe I said beekeeper because there's a singed, I'm pretty sure, in this game with that skin. There's not a singed in this game at all. Holy crap, did I just have a visual hallucination? Did I just experience the Mandela effect from chat? Somebody said skin, like, oh, the singed skin. And I was like, yeah, the singed in my game. I just experienced the Mandela effect in real life, and it was only moments ago that I looked at the team. Ross having a stroke in real time. You know, like last night, I was sitting with Maisie, and like, I was just sitting there, and like my left eye was feeling a bit weird. It was kind of like, I don't know about drooping, but like, and then all of a sudden my chest got like real tight, and like the only thing I could think was like, oh god, this is it. Oh crap, here we go. And I was just like, don't have a heart attack, don't have a stroke. Like, and then after a few minutes I calmed down. I was like, okay, cool, we're good. But for like maybe like 4 or 5 seconds, I was like, oh fucking here, of course, here we go. Oh god. Are you telling me, is this me reaping what I sowed? You god, I can't fucking believe it. Are you telling me this is the consequences of my actions? You gotta be kidding me, man. What an absolute ripoff. Oh fuck, they're all here. Oh god, there's so many of them. What if I fake him out and go this way? Oh shit, then I'm out. I'm not out. I'm out, baby. Oh, come on. It was probably indigestion, man. It was unironically probably indigestion. My chest got tight, and I was like, but then I started like getting like some placebo effects. I was like, are my fingers like? So obviously, like, you feel like the numbness in the left side of your body, and I was like, and I had been like this, so my arm was numb because I'd been kind of leaning on it, and it was like obviously like the blood circulation wasn't quite there, so I'm fucking freaking out. And I'm just like, another cruel joke. God, awesome. Look at Lucian's name. I poop in pants. Yeah, they're in the last game as well. Let's get a lich, man. All those energy drinks. I don't drink energy drinks anymore. I told you, man. You want to have fucked up teeth like me? Do you really want to look like me? Alright. Well, put that damn monster down, man. I used to drink 4 of those a day. I shit sideways now because of that stuff, bro. I have some serious, long-lasting indigestional distress, okay? Distress from that shit. It's like napalm in my mouth, man. How are you still alive? Northern Lion said it, and I'm not saying that I agree, but I just think I have a stronger will to live than the average man. I just don't think I can die. I've managed to dodge COVID so hard, including in my own household, with the woman I love that I'm honestly convinced that I'm untouchable at this point. It's not a god complex. I just think like maybe I'm like immune or something. I don't know. It's the caffeine. I'm fully aware that caffeine's a laxative. I have like one coffee to wake me up in the morning, and then I've shat 3 times before I go to lunch. You know, I've got so much taurine like coursing through my veins that like honestly, I mean maybe COVID has entered my body and it just takes one good look around and it's like holy crap, man. Like you know like that picture and it's like damn bitch you live here. It comes in, it looks at my red blood cells and it's just like. Yeah, f this, man. I'm out. I'm not sticking around here. I'm vaccinated. Don't get me wrong. I also just think that like I've been incredibly lucky in dodging it. But just so we're clarifying, it was a bit. I don't actually think that I'm immune to COVID. Like, I don't think I am like immune to the T virus, and that like I'm not. It's not like the Last of Us 1 and like the Fireflies are gonna come and get me and use me for medical research. You know. I just think I got lucky because like I was like obviously in bed with Maisie. The morning she tested positive for it, and I was like, oh, for God's sake. Because you know what, actually, I tell you what, maybe it's my sheer force of will to be stubborn. You know what, that might unironically be it. Because I straight up said to her, she'd said I tested positive. And I was just like, I said to her, I'm not getting it. And that was it. And then she was like, yeah, we're going to have to split up here. And like, and split up as in like split up and search for Clue Scoop. I was like, I'm not getting it. I'm just too stubborn. I just told COVID, I'm not getting it. I'm not having you. And then that was apparently enough. My sheer force of will, a Scottish man, stubborn enough to, against all odds, fight off bacteria. Never ever underestimate the power of a Scottish person's stubbornness. You're making a damn mistake if you do. Do you know what's insane? Like, even despite all of the, oh, you know what, man? Even despite all the energy drinks and all the bad stuff, like, obviously Maisie had like her heart issues recently. Like a couple, I say recently, dude, it's actually been months now at this point. Holy crap. Time is a goddamn illusion. I was like, she got like one of these little finger heart pressure things, and I was like, blood pressure and heart rate. And I was like, this will be funny. Let me try that. So apparently I actually have a really good like blood pressure and also a really good heart rate. And I was like, that's pretty typical. This is coming from somebody who once called up the doctor to get a sick note for jury duty. And I said, and they're like, who are you, by the way? And I was like, hey, I haven't been to your practice in like 20 years. The last time I think I came was when I was like a toddler, or maybe like younger than 10 years old. Can I like register with the doctor? And they're like, yeah, you can. And I was like, can I come in for like a checkup or something? Like, and they're like, she literally said, you haven't been to the doctors in like 15 years, you're probably fine. And I was like, I don't think you're allowed to say that. Like, I feel like that's like some of the worst advice you could possibly give. I do not think that saying, if you haven't been to the doctors in 15 years, you're probably fine, is like, I feel like you're liable for malpractice by just saying that sentence, even if you are somebody who's just manning the phones at a reception desk, right? Quite the opposite. I thought so too, and yet here I am. I still have not gone to the. I actually, you know what? I went to the doctor's, something like a throat thing, like months ago. Not the same doctor. I registered a new one. That's the first time I've been to the doctor's in ages. I cannot. I don't know. I can't remember what it was. The only two things that are in my head are bacterial vaginosis, which is not something you get in your throat, and then also eating good pussy disease. I don't know, man. That's the only two things that popped in my head, and I'm too tired to think of something better, man. Dude, there's a Jen in this game? What the f? Where the hell did he join? Are you kidding me? I was probably strep or something, I don't know. It was not a big deal anyway. It was like a couple weeks of antibiotics, you're fine. Made me feel like ass, that was pretty much it. You know what, man? Lich being kinda ass as well. I'm gonna say it. I thought I'd try it, man. We're just trying out the udyr builds. The old ones. You know what, man? I've decided I'm just gonna bully you, actually. Okay, you know what? I take it back. I actually beat the devil out of that Jin. I don't even think he saw me coming. Like W did. He was W'ing somebody else, man. Ah! Ah! Man, I'm getting my ass kicked, man. What the hell? He's way tankier than I was when I played against like 4 80 carries at the same time. Where does he get off, man? Give me a Rabidons. I mean, I apparently, maybe I should just try and kill the Jin. I don't think I kill any of those guys. My camera was somewhere else, been drinking and getting rocked, so I'm not paying much attention. True, I knew you weren't watching, but I also wasn't about to give up free food, you know what I'm saying? Who would eat a gas station hot dog left on the sidewalk? That would be my big fat ass. I don't give a damn what nobody say. That shit tastes good. That shit yummy. That's yummy hot dogs. Can you say hi to my wife? She's never watched a Twitch stream before. Clayton, thank you to your wife for watching. I appreciate it greatly. What's your husband packing then, huh? Give me some info. You ever think that maybe like if everything else rises with inflation, maybe our package sizes should as well? Maybe we gain 8% every year to match inflation. Maybe not 8%. That you just ask for a raise on penis size. I mean, you couldn't prove it in a court of law, but like maybe, I don't know. Why? What do you think? What do you think about my what I'm saying here? Why are you picking up what I'm putting down, or what are we thinking? What's our thoughts? I'm gonna turn around here. Man, she's still going, huh? That shit's crazy. Is she AP or something, dude? What the hell? Run away. I mean, dude, see when you're AP, man. Living is just not living necessarily, but like healing up if you live a fight is like the freest shit of all time. So easy. I think I'm winning this. I might not be. Holy crap, man. They're all coming, dude. Holy fuck. Dude, well, I'm going to be honest with you. How is, like, a Lowy catching up to an udyr? What has she got? She got a goddamn hull breaker, man. I don't know what to say about that. Okay, Ari, I understand. Udyr with a Yumi on them, I understand. She has a cat. She didn't have Yumi, did she? I thought it was like Udyr. Why is Udyr faster than me? Dead man's. I answered my own question. This is painful to watch. I agree. But then again, I haven't really been watching myself, so I don't know what it is you're talking about. I've just been kind of running around. I've been getting goon squatted, man. Like, truly, this fucking Alawi is piping, man. Like, insane-o pipage. And, like, I'm sitting here like, her aims aren't that crazy. Why is she doing so much damn damage? I mean, they just straight up ended the damn game, man. Holy crap, they were fucking around. Wow. I really didn't expect, like, Alawi to E me and then be like, yeah, by the way, you're, like, 60% dead here. That's a fun game, though. Lich bane? Lich bane udyr? Kind of ass. Kind of ass. But I'm glad that we found that out. I don't think we needed to find that out, but we found it out nonetheless.